Everybody? My name is Nick. I am the local South Florida Uber driver. I'm local just because you never really know where I'm going to be in the next couple of days, months, years. Hey, but I primarily work the South Florida market. And today, live stream, man, I am just simply talking about, can you still make $300? Oh. Because I know we got a lot of people from different areas. I know a lot of people say you can't. I know some people say you can. Uh, but yeah, man, I'm just talking about it, man. I'm just chit chatting. But it's early in the morning. It's time to get out here and grind. It's time to make this money. So if you with me, just say hello. Just say what's up. But yeah, man. So I am. This is a round, I guess, or just a little conversation. If you didn't catch the rideshare garage last night, we talked about it on the show. Me and Vinny got into a discussion, so I decided I'm gonna bring it to you guys. A lot of you guys watch my channel. You guys already know how I feel, how I look at it. So I kind of want to know what you guys think. Can you still make $300 a day as an Uber driver? Um, is it possible? Yeah, do you feel like you just can't do it? It's just defeatist. Only hope is maybe 100. Like, do you still think that you can really make money with Uber? Is the real question. Um, yeah, man. Obviously, I work the South Florida market. Man, I gotta stop saying that I be in Miami because I be all over the place. I be all over the place. Usually I start in Miami, but I be all over the place. Sometimes I'm in Miami, sometimes I'm in Fort Lauderdale, sometimes I'm in Palm Beach, but a lot more times I'm up north, like Jupiter and Stewart and Port St. Lucie. I do go to Naples a lot. um, oh man, listen, wherever the rides take me is where I go. If it's paying. But yeah, it is what it is. I just, if it's a good ride, I have no problem with taking it. I will go, wherever the good ride is going. But yeah, man. So that's what the conversation is about today. Like I said, if you didn't catch it, uh, we kind of brought it up. So now I want to bring it up to you guys. I'm interested to know, in other markets. Um, I'm interested to know in other markets what y'all feel, what y'all thinking, if it's even possible in y'all markets. I mean, for me personally, I always look at it like your market has to have volume. So we're not talking about in the rural areas, because obviously we have rural areas here in Florida. Is it possible to do it in Okeechobee? Probably not. Okeechobee, Florida, or is it possible to do it in Tallahassee? I mean, Tallahassee's a college town, so maybe. But is it possible to do it in Pensacola? Not really. Not really. Not really. But yeah, I mean, we got rural places, but obviously the bigger places that I would think that you want to go to, a big city. So if you're in Florida, the biggest cities, obviously Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Palm Beach, and Orlando. And I mean, I guess Tallahassee because it's the capital, but really, when you come to Florida, you thinking about Miami, Fort Lauderdale, really not even Palm Beach. I mean, not really Palm Beach. It's really Miami and Fort Lauderdale. If you in Georgia, you're thinking about Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Like you're going to a big city. Mm. If you're, I'm trying to think of other states now. If you're in Tennessee, you're thinking about Memphis. Like we're really, if you really want to make $200-300 consistently, it's about your market. Let's call it what it is. This is all market dependent. So this is why I used to tell everybody that I would love to go to California because they automatically have the best market because their market is made for rideshare. That's where. I don't know. Nobody has a car. Everybody kind of takes Uber. It's like a common sense thing up there. Yeah, bro. Like, I used to love California. But you have people like the unbroken driver, Steven, who say California is a horrible market. Um, no, It's all dependent on you and how you drive. It's all dependent on what rides you take. But it starts with the market. You have to have the volume. Can you make $300 if you're in? I don't know. I keep saying Ohio. If you're in a random part of Virginia, then no, because there's no volume. There's nobody ordering Ubers. To get to $300 a day, you got to have volume. Like I said, if you're in a random part of Florida, like Gainesville is a college town. I'm trying to think. I mean, it might be a little tough. Mm, what's if you're in the pocket of Florida, right? I'm using Florida as an easy example because yeah, it's something that I could tell you because I can't think about other states, man. Y'all be coming from all of these different places, and it's like, man, I did take geography, but I be forgetting all of that stuff, man. I know Florida because I'm born and raised down here. So in Florida, if you're in a rural part of Florida, it's probably not likely, you know, because you don't have the market for it. Okeechobee, Apopka, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just not likely. So let's start there. Now, if you're in a bigger city, like Phoenix for Arizona, I already said Atlanta, Las Vegas, you know what I'm saying? Like it's possible because you have the volume. You got the rides coming in first. Then it's about your strategy. It's about how you work. What rides do you accept? What rides do you not accept? What rides do you hate? What rides do you not hate? That's what it's about. But can you do it? Yes. If you have the market and you have the right strategy, yes, you can make it easily. And I do it all the time. But yeah, man. Good morning to everybody. Good morning. I was just kind of starting off talking. How's everybody doing? Zachariah, what's up? What's up? Thank you for saying hi. Happy birthday, crybaby. I'm not crying. It's early in the morning to be crying, man. Listen, I cry off the stream. I don't know how to say your name, but huh? I think that's might be Chinese. Okay, what's up? What's up? Mr. DSN, what's up? What's up, brother? Good morning, good morning. Bill Reed, they have some good food. They eat alligator down there. I'm guessing you're talking about up north. Um, I'm guessing you're talking about up north. That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, yeah. In the state of Florida, everywhere you can get alligator. You can get what else can you get? You can obviously get a ton of seafood. But yeah, alligator is definitely one of those things. They say it tastes like chicken. Um, all right, Kluver VR. Can I get a shout out? I just started YouTube. Okay, well, shout out to Kluver VR. I mean, my channel isn't that big, so I don't know what you want me to do, but shout out to you. Everybody, check out Kluver VR's channel. I don't know what you. Uh, yeah, but you got to shout. Bill Reed says Albuquerque too, and Denver. There for Uber, and my uncle left to Nevada to make bank. Exactly. Yeah. You gotta go to a big city. So it's unfortunate if you don't live in a big city. Is kind of what the whole point is. If you don't live in a big city, then yeah, it's gonna be hard to make $200-300 consistently. Because if you're in a city where, and I said this in one of my videos, if your next door neighbor is a goat, then how do you expect to be making $300? Who are you picking up? Are you picking up the animals? I mean, you can, but they're not gonna pay you. Like that doesn't make sense, right? I mean, am I wrong for that? I mean, come on now. If your next door neighbor is a chicken, you think you gonna make $200 a day? You gotta be in a populated area. Um, for me, I used to stay way down south, like almost. I used to stay in Homestead. Um, and what I would do, Homestead, Miami, is the bottom half of Miami. Florida City is right before you get to you start going into the Keys, Key Largo or Island Morada, Key Largo, all of that stuff. But it's the bottom of Miami. It's the really bottom. And so I didn't really like that area because I don't speak Spanish. So for me, it was a little bit tough. But there's a lot of people that speak Spanish, a lot of people that are a little bit different than that. So for me, I would drive to a better area for me, you know? Because like I said, everybody that got in my car when I was in Homestead spoke Spanish. And I'm saying like they didn't speak a lick of English. But it's cool because I'm just driving you from point A to point B, but there's that obvious conversation barrier. So you know what I used to have to do? I used to have to drive 20, 30 minutes. I would go downtown. I would go other places and work over there because the market that I was in didn't fit me, didn't fit what I was trying to do. Now, in Homestead, there are a lot of good rides, but it depends on the type of rides that you're looking for. So I like long rides. In Homestead, you ain't getting long rides. You're getting short rides. You're getting rides to and from. You're picking up people from the grocery store, picking them up from work, and then going home. And it's just really short rides for the most part, you know. I mean, yeah, you get a couple here and there, you get different rides, but I told you guys multiple times. I don't like short rides. I'm good. My strategy doesn't work with short rides. I mean, obviously I did them. Short ride. I don't like a bunch of people back there. So for me, it was the worst place ever. And that's in the city of Miami. So could I have made two, $300 in that area? Yeah, probably not. Probably not, because it just wasn't a good market for me and my strategy, the way I like to work. But I would transition to a different part of Miami, and boom, I'm back to making good money. I'm back to doing what I need to do. I'm back to being able to pay my bills. So even in a big city, it's about strategy. It's about how you work. It's a lot of factors to making $200-300 a day. But once you get out there and you do it and you start to learn, and you start to figure out what it is, $200-300 a day is easy. You just got to put in the time. I guess I should say it's simple. I should say it's simple because I know a lot of people don't like to work and you don't like to put in the time. Oh my gosh, time is everything, which it is. I'm not gonna lie. Time is your most valuable asset. I look at it like you name a job, you name a job, you gotta go into work. You at least putting in 40 hours a week. At least. You name a job that's paying you well. Let's say it's paying you 30, $40 an hour. I guarantee you, I 100% guarantee you, if they paying you 100, 200K a year, which is what y'all like to think, if they paying you well, you gotta come into the office. Make no mistake about that. You got other responsibilities on you. It's just you can't just work from home. I mean, yes, there's a small subset of jobs where you can work from home, but the majority of those jobs, you gotta come into work. You gotta put in the time because they want to see your face. They paying you that type of money. So and I look at it like I could either be putting my time in working and doing Uber and making the money that I like to make, or I could be doing it at a job and dealing with the other stuff that comes along with the job, the politics and having to go to work during a specific hour and all of that stuff. So but I prefer this. I prefer this. So let me get back to the comments. So yeah, Bill Reed said Las Vegas. Football lover said, "Hi, what's up, football lover?" The one and only Nicole. I don't know what your message was, but good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Oils and gas now? Okay. Bro, help me out. My sister wants me to go for a paternity test and prove the twins are mine, but I know that they're my brothers. And even if the twins are mine, I don't want them. Break up with my sis. Um, I don't know what to tell you, brother. That's a yeah. Listen, you got a situation going on, brother. I don't know. I don't know what you want me to say. That's a tough one. Yeah, bro. Um, yeah. I don't know. I don't know that that's not my channel. I don't know what to tell you, brother. That's a tough situation. I wish you the best. Counting Tom says, "Good morning, my brothers. Good morning, sir. Good morning." Do you name it? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm looking at this truck. Truck was staying parked next to me. Mr. DSN, it says, if you want to work in aerospace industry, you got to move to where the aerospace industry is. It's the same in all professions. So if you want to do rideshare, make sure you're in a place that has it. Exactly. Exactly. I get it that the freedom is that you can work wherever you want, whenever you want, however you want. But you also have to understand if you're going to say, I want to make, $30 an hour, I want to make $40 an hour, I want to only do these types of rides, I only want to do this, I only want to do that. You got to go to a place where it fits that. You can't just do that in, Timbuktu, Ohio. It's just there. I can turn on. Well, I don't even know if they have a premiere all day in Ohio, but like, I can turn on premiere. And so, for example, in the state of Florida, up in the northern part of Florida, you have. I'm trying to think of all of these little small places. I mean, you got the big city, which is Jacksonville. And you got like, um, what's another one? Uh, Dang, I can't think of those cities now. See, when I get on this live stream, it's like I lose all track of what cities are in Florida. I'm trying to think of a small city. They said Apaca. Okay, I just keep saying Apaca. I can't think of no other cities in Florida. But if you're in Apaca, I can have on Uber Black or I can have on Premiere. I don't know what it is in that market. I haven't been there in a while, so I don't really know exactly if we have Premiere or Uber Black in that market. But I have it on all day. But if nobody in that area is ordering Uber Black or Premier, then I'm SOL, right? That's not a Uber Black Premier market. You know what I'm saying? Now on the flip side, if I'm in Miami and I got Uber Black, well, I mean it's not Uber Black, but if I'm in Miami and I got on Premier, I could potentially get a Premier ride because it's a Premier market. You get what I'm saying? You gotta go where the work is. It just makes more sense. Like personally, I love computers. I'm really big into technology. I told you guys this multiple times. I have certifications in cybersecurity. I used to do websites and apps. I am a computer programmer, software developer. But if you know anything about the tech industry, South Florida is not, I mean, it's starting to change, but at least, a couple years ago when I was actually pursuing it, South Florida is not the place for tech in that sense. For software developers, we just don't get paid well down here. The places that you get paid well are like Austin, Texas, obviously California, and San Francisco, because that's where the hub of Google is, and Seattle, Washington. So if I wanted to do software development, I'm not gonna come to Miami and say I'm gonna make it in software development. This doesn't make sense. Or if I do get a job in software development, it's damn sure not gonna be the big numbers that you would expect. I don't expect to get $100,000 job out of the gate because it's not the market for it. Now, can I, as I work my way up, as I get the skills, yeah, 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 yeah. That is true, but I'm just saying just off the bat, just off the jump, no, I'm not gonna get $100,000 a year job down here in South Florida because it's not a tech hub. Now, on the flip side, if I go to San Francisco, $100,000 a year job is more likely. It's way more likely. I mean, obviously the cost of living is higher, but it's just if I go to Seattle, Washington, it's way more likely because that's the market for it. So if you want to make $200-300 a day, You gotta be realistic. If it's not a market where you have the volume, if nobody's ordering Uber, how can you make $200? That's what we do. We pick people up. If you have no people to pick up, how are you gonna make $200? Now, yes, you could be in a lucky situation, like my friend Buddha, hustling Buddha, where he gets super long rides from his location to another, of his location. But that's not everybody. When you're in those remote areas and you're away from the city, it's hard to guarantee that you're gonna get a ride. You know, but again, he lives in California, so it just goes back to my point of California being a really good place. Have I gotten super long rides from obscure places? Yes, but how often does that happen? Not often. Is it something that I'm willing to bet my rent on? If I got to get evicted this week, I'm willing to bet that I could go way out yonder. I could go to the Everglades and get a long ride. Perfect example. In the state of Florida, we have a place called Naples. Naples is west of Fort Lauderdale and Miami. If you're looking at a map, it's very west. It's the Everglades. It's very close to the Everglades. It's just west. You look at the map, the shape of the Florida, and you just go take your hand and just go left, and you'll run into Naples. If I'm in Naples, I'm about to get evicted. Do you think that I believe that I could get? Am I going to get a ride that's going to take me from Naples back to Fort Lauderdale? Yes, every now and then. But am I willing to bet my house on it? No. It's the dumbest thing that you could do. Am I willing to bet? My partner? No, it's not consistent. You will not get a consistent ride coming from Naples to go a super long place. It just doesn't make sense. Is it a good market? Yes, but it depends on your strategy. It depends on what you're looking for. It's the other thing. You can go to Naples and make a decent amount of money. I'm not gonna say a lot of money. I could do 100, $200 a day. I have to change my strategy because I'm not gonna get long rides. Now I'm gonna do 30, 40 rides, but can I do it? Yeah. Naples is a short ride type of area from when I've come there. So, it's can you make 200, $300 a day? Yes. You just gotta know how to do it. You just gotta be in the right area to do it. In other words. TR says, "What's good? I was up at 3 a.m. Hey, let's go, bro. Let's go. Let's go. You are early morning grounded. That's what's up. In Denver, you cannot drive black with a limo license and a commercial vehicle. TR, I think that's universal everywhere. For our market, we don't have down here in South Florida. The way that they kind of avoided that whole restriction and all of that stuff is they created Uber Premier. Uber Premier is basically Uber Black without the restrictions, without needing a license, and without having a black car. You can have a gray car. You can have whatever color car. It just has to be a newer vehicle. But that's what Uber Premier is. If it's Uber Black without the car specifically having to be black and without the driver having to have the limo license and the commercial insurance. That's what Uber Premier is. I guess, obviously Uber Black is paid a lot better, it's only in specific markets. So for us, it's not here in South Florida, but it is definitely in Orlando, Florida, which is like 3, 4 hours away from me right now. Which is cool, you know what I'm saying? It's about 3, 4 hours away. So it's specifically in Orlando. So in Orlando, I won't be able to do Premiere because it's Uber Black. But when Uber Black drivers come down here, they're not able to do Uber Black because it's Premiere, if that makes sense. So it's specifically in the Orlando market. So it's specifically there. Um, Maybe it's because it's Disney World. I don't know. I would guess that theme parks, people want to, get an Uber Black ride from the theme parks. I don't know. They want to they want to ride in style from theme park to theme park? Hell no. But other than that, there's nothing really in Orlando. outside of the amusement parks, that's it. But I mean, I get it. You know, you got your family. You want a nice ride to go from place to place. Uber Black, and they got cars and stuff like that. So I'm just charging up, just making sure that I charge my phone. But yeah, I don't know. No, I don't really know why it's like that, but yeah, it's like that down here. So, but yeah, man, so I've kind of already said about the volume. There, so even in the sense of being a big city, you got to be in season. So yes, I'm saying the volume. Yes, I keep talking about the volume. Go to a bigger city. That's where you're gonna get the volume. That's where you're gonna get people to pick up. That's where you're gonna get people with money. But it's also about being in season. That's the other. You gotta know when to drop. This is the thing about being a business owner that nobody talks about. Nobody talks about the fact that every business has a peak season and they have a not peak season, a slow season. Whether people talk about it or not, Walmart has a peak season and they have a slow season. Amazon has a peak season and a slow season. Whether you know it or not, they know it. So that's the same thing for your market. There is a peak time and there's a not peak time. There's a good time to work. There's a not good time to work. It's all market dependent, but for us right now is kind of sort of our peak season. This is spring break. Everybody's coming to here for spring break. Now again, it's a little bit different here because we want to fight. Well, we don't really want our spring breakers here in South Beach, South Florida. They were causing havoc during the pandemic. So now we like, hey man, y'all can't come here. I mean, again, it's all market dependent. So in our slow season, can you make $200-300 a day? Yeah, maybe not. It's a little bit tougher. I'm not gonna so confidently say, yes, you can make $400 or $500. Yes, you can do it every single day. But right now in the peak season, yes. Yes. But that's the thing. So first you gotta have the volume. Understand your market. When is your market busy? You see what I keep pointing to make 200, 300, 400, $500 a day. You gotta have the volume. This is such a hard concept for people to understand. Like it makes sense. If you don't have no volume, if all you seeing is rural vegetation, lands, and animals, it's gonna be hard to make $200 because you're not picking up nobody. The very simple thing is, the more people you get in your car and out of your car, the more money you make. This is wh- this is the other thing. So this is probably another topic that we'll probably do, like I don't know, tomorrow or something. But this is why people that accept everything make more money. I know that may not you may not want to hear that. People with 100% acceptance rate make more money than the average person that's cherry picking. The average person that doesn't have 100% acceptance rate. So it is. And I know you may be like, well, what is he saying? No, I think I am. Yes, so the difference between a high acceptance rate person and a low acceptance rate person is the mileage, the efficiency. You're doing less mileage, you're being more efficient, obviously you're lowering your expenses in terms of wear and tear, but that's it. They're gonna make more money than you because they're taking more rides. They have more opportunities to be tipped. They have more opportunities to go different places. They're not just sitting all day long. So yeah, it's just and this is what I always say: don't take my word for it. Actually, go do it. You'll notice that if you go do, I mean, obviously, I'm gonna say a weekend. Maybe like a Sunday or a Saturday. Compare one Saturday to the previous Saturday. If you usually have a low acceptance rate, take a Saturday. I'm saying Saturday or maybe Sunday. The traffic down here is crazy. So I would never recommend to do it during rush hour or anything like that. But it'll help you understand it. If you accept every single thing that comes to your phone and you have 100% acceptance rate, you will literally make the same amount of money that you were going to make if you cherry picked. And you can look at it and it'll be fairly consistent. The reason is because I know, but I've actually done it multiple times. I do it. I'm probably going to do it this weekend so I can beat Red. So if you don't know, tomorrow, so that's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I am going to be challenging, challenging Red from Gig Words Official. So personally, I probably will be accepting a lot more. My acceptance rate probably will be 80, 90%, so that I can beat her, so that I can make $400 or $500 every day consistently. I'm just telling you. uh, no, yes, can I cherry pick? Absolutely. I can absolutely cherry pick. That's fine. But it's just about making sure that you want to hit people that accept a lot, they make a lot of money, but they have a higher expense. They have higher gas costs. They have higher living costs because they're driving a lot more. They're not sitting. So, but they make more because they have more comfort in their bank. Now, yeah, I mean, you're gonna get what the app decides to give you. Remember, this isn't our platform. I am not here to tell you to change rideshare. I am not here to tell you you gotta strike and all of that stuff. I'm here to tell you that you are a business owner and you have a third party supplier, which is Uber. You have a third party supplier and you got to use it to your advantage. The only reason why I am going to be accepting everything tomorrow is because I need to make almost 1,500 this weekend. Can I do it? Yes. Yeah, I'll be fairly close, if not on the money, if not more. But again, this is why I'm saying you gotta have the volume. If you have the volume and you understand your market, then making a $200-300 day is not hard. You just gotta put in the work. And that's the funny part. It's funny, but nobody wants to put in the work. Everybody wants to cry about the time that it takes. Okay, if you took this same time, and let's stop being Uber drivers. You are okay. If you're not an Uber driver, what are you doing right now? Anybody that if you didn't have Uber, if you weren't an Uber driver, if you didn't have the apps, the gig apps, what would you be doing right now? Me, I would probably, nah, I wouldn't be in the bank because I didn't slap my manager. I would probably still be. So I used to do sales. I did sales right before I left. So I would be doing sales right now. I would be in some call center with my headset on, and I would be calling. So I would be the person that you guys don't like when you get that phone call. Hey James, hey James, this is Nicholas. Just giving you a call here. You would probably be trying to hang up on me right now. But that's what I would be doing. I would be in sales because sales is the other. I think Melvin said it last night. Sales is the other place where you make a lot of money in a little bit of time. And just yes, I have the technology side. I learned it. No, I don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy looking at a computer screen all day. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, yeah, the logic, like doing programming is cool. And like I used to be like, oh, this is interesting. But the way things are today, it's all how can I say it? You don't really program. So as a programmer, I don't really have to there's tools that make everything easier now. So it's like I'm at a disadvantage if I'm trying to do more on my own, if that makes sense. Like programming is just, it's Yeah, let's just keep it very simple. Yeah, it's not what it used to be in that sense. So, I mean, anybody can really do programming nowadays. So, it's not as sought after as I used to. I love the challenge of programming. That's why I got into computer programming. But today, it's not really a challenge like that. And I'm not super smart or anything like that. It's just the way with AI, AI basically writes the code for you. So it's like, it's not really challenging. I get bored. I be bored all day. I don't want to be bored. I'm being honest with you. So for me, if I wasn't an Uber driver, I would be in sales because sales is still challenging. I don't know what that other person on the line is thinking. I don't. I don't know if they're gonna buy it from me. So it's the challenge, it's the thrill of will I get this sale or will I not? Will I get the debit card or bank account information or will they just cuss me out and hang up? That's the thrill. That's the thrill for me. But I'm asking you guys, I'm being open and transparent. What would you guys be doing if you weren't an Uber driver? I guarantee you, you would be at whatever job that you're, but you would still be working 40 hours a week because your bills have to get paid. They have to be paid. So I look at it overall like this: either you're going to be at 40 hours a week whatever company, Publix, the bank, you know what I'm saying? Whatever company that you work at. If you worked at the warehouses like I used to, you're going to be doing 40 hours a week, say 35 to 40 hours a week. For me personally, I would rather be doing my 40 hours a week in my own personal car. That's just how I look at it. I would rather be doing my 40 hours a week chilling, talking to you guys. That's just how I look at it right now. And at this time of my life, I am enjoying myself because you're gonna put in 40 hours a week. It's all about where do you want to put in your 40 hours a week? Now, if you have a really good job, maybe you work for the government, maybe you work for I don't know who you would work for, but if you got a really good job, okay, cool, do your thing. I can say I have a really good job too. But yeah, let's get back to the comments. Let's get back to the comments. So Mr. DSN says right now it's slow season in Denver, so I have to be much sharper on my strategy, work hard to reach my goals. Once it warms up, it gets a lot easier, just like you're saying. Absolutely, Mr. DSN. So, and that's the same thing for us. During the summer, it's crazy slow. So it's either you work a really good strategy or you move. That's just the way it works. Um, and during the summer, I'm not trying to hit two, three, four, $500. If I had this challenge during the summer, I would have never would have challenged her. Because there's no way that I can consistently guarantee that I'm going to make money. Because it's the slow season. Slow season is dead here. Like we literally, you don't now it becomes, even though I'm in a big city, but now it becomes that my next door neighbor is basically I don't know. It's like my next door neighbor is I don't know, a dog because nobody's ordering at that point during the slow season. Everybody has a car, so they don't need us. They don't drive. They drive because it's hot. They drive because they're not on vacation. So yeah, during our slow season, I am doing something else. I'm not doing rideshare as much. And if you look at my videos, I'm doing deliveries. I'm a food delivery. I'm back on. I'm delivering people. Not people. I'm delivering packages and stuff like that. They turn into I do the food delivery, not just food delivery. I do a little bit of Instacart. I do more Walmart. I do more the meals on wheels. I do that a lot more. So I do more VHO during the summer. Not really doing much rideshare. I'm delivering packages. I'm doing more of the deliveries for like the construction parts and all of that stuff. That's what I do more in the summer because that's actually pretty busy during the summer. But it's not rideshare. It's not people. Do I still make no $200-300? I would say more so 200 because I'm doing rideshare. In rideshare and Uber and Lyft, no, I don't. During the summer because there's nobody to pick up. Everybody's a local at that point. Well, when I say local, everybody's driving. Everybody's driving local at that point. So it's like I don't really have anybody to pick up. So would I be able to make $200 during the summer? No. On rideshare, no. But that's why, again, that's why I'm talking about the volume. You gotta know your market. You gotta know your market. And you gotta understand that there's a peak season, and there's a not peak season. There's a peak season and there's a dead season. That's any business. That's any business. Look at Walmart. I'm using Walmart and Amazon specifically because Walmart has a peak season when they know everybody's buying everything out of their store. So they put out the discounts and they do this and they do that. And then they know that they have a slow season. And so they just kind of whatever. They open year round? Yes. But there's a time where they have all of the deals in the world, and there's a time where they don't. There's a time where you see them promoting the heck out of their business, and there's a time when they don't. Every business has an up and a down. I used to work in restaurants. Another thing that I did, so while I was at the bank, I used to work multiple positions because the bank money couldn't. My bad. So yeah, I mean the bank money was decent. Yeah, I was getting decent money. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. But I had other aspirations and I was trying to get ahead. So I worked multiple jobs at one point. Just telling you. And part of my other side of things, yeah, I do technology. Yeah, I have the financial side, but I also have the hospitality side. So I was a server at restaurants. I used to work at a lot of the hotels down in South Beach. If we being honest, the Enoch, the Lowe's, a lot of the hotels I used to serve. I used to be a server at those restaurants. I also used to work. I used to work at a bunch of restaurants in what is it in Coral Gables. So I was a 5 star. Oh, I won't say I was a 5 star waiter. I definitely worked at 5 star restaurants. But one thing that you learn about in the restaurant industry is there's a peak season and there's another peak season. Are we open year round? Yes, we service people year round. But there's a time where our line is jam packed. I'm specifically thinking about a restaurant where our line would be out the door during peak season right now. The door, you got to call in like months in advance before you get in the restaurant. And then there's a time where you can just walk in and sit wherever you want. And you can pick that seat, you can pick that seat, you can pick this seat. Same restaurant, same food, same type of service, amazing service because I was there with them. But there's a peak season and a not peak season. There's a good time and there's a bad time to be a server. We rely on tips. So you better believe I do when our peak season was and when our peak season wasn't. Because those tips are really good during peak season. But when it ain't peak season, yeah, it's a struggle. It's a struggle. Right? Everybody that works, I mean, but this is what I'm saying. Every business has this same situation. So you want to make $200-300 a day, you got to first have the volume. That's the biggest thing. Just because it was a 5 star restaurant, just because it was white glove service, just because we had a waiting list, didn't always. No, I mean I made fairly decent money. Don't get me wrong. I could make fairly decent money during the off season, but I'm just saying that overall, I made a lot more money during peak season than I did during off season when I was working in the restaurants. When I was working at The hotels. Well, the hotels are a little bit different because it's doing all different types of positions in the hotels. Just the point. See, the point is that whether it's whatever business it is, there's different. There's a peak season and an off season. It doesn't matter. So as an Uber driver, you have a peak season and you have an off season. Your market is going to be different. For us, off season is during the summer. Our peak season is right now. So right now, I can guarantee I can make three, four, five, six, 700 because, but I'm just gonna have to put in the time. So, that's the overall point of today. That's the overall point of today. So, as long as you know your market, as long as you know the volume, what the volume is looking like, let's get it, bro. Let's get it. The money is here. The opportunity is here. Uh, but yeah, man, let me get back to the comments. Let me get back to the comments. Um, so what's good? I was up at 3 a.m. Oh yeah, I already read that. My bad. What's up, TR? TR? Yeah. So Mr. DSM, once it warms up, it gets a lot better, just like you said. Yeah, listen, I appreciate that. So Shoei says you make $300 a day on Uber. Yes, sir. Well, no, actually, I'm lying. I do not currently make $300 a day. I only shoot for 200 every day. This weekend, I will make way more than 200, but I personally only want to make $200 a day. I only want to take 3 or 4 rides personally. So yeah, no, I do not generally make 200. I do not make $300 every day. I prefer $200 a day times 7 days. That is, yeah, you 2 times 7 is $1,400, 1,500 $1,500. I know that I'm gonna get tips, so I do private rides and I do other apps as well and all of that stuff. So yeah, I make about 1,500 1,600 a week is what I personally do. So $200 a day. I only try to work about 8 hours a day. So yeah, I am working 7 days. So 7 times 8, that's you do the math. You know, uh, but it works for me. It works for me. So no, I'm not. I am not actively pursuing $300 a day. Can I do it? Yes. Am I doing it? No. Do I personally do it? Oh shoot! Did I just lose that trade? Uh, Damn! I just lost the trade. Richie says, "What's up?" Oh, what's up, Richie Hustles? What's up? What's up, brother? What's up? What's up? Mr. Richie Hustles is in the building. What's up? What's up? But yeah, damn, I just lost the trade. It sucks. Damn, I just lost the trade. But yeah, so this is the other thing that I am doing. I am actively trading. Actively trading. So yeah. Hold on, guys. Hold on. About that. I was getting a text about that. I was getting a text message. But good morning to everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good evening. Good afternoon. All of the above. Just want to say thank you guys for watching. You know what I'm saying? I'm just here rambling. But if you got any questions, any comments, leave them. Y'all are talking to me just like I'm talking to y'all. Um, Other than that, I am trading. So I think I just showed this, but yeah, I am trading. I have the markets up, but right now I'm losing, so I'm not doing pretty good. So yeah, the struggle is real. But again, this is my bad. I know you guys are like, what's going on? I was texting. Don't mind me. I was just texting. I'm still here, but so another one of the things that I do is I trade. But this is what I mean. So I could be putting 40 hours at one of these restaurants back to being a server, or I could be doing 40 hours here where I can do whatever I want during the day. I can keep my beard. I'm gonna be shaving this soon. Obviously, I'm gonna be shaving my hair as well. But it's just the point, I could be like this. I don't have, I don't really have any restrictions. Yeah, like that's the other thing. If I was still at the job, y'all know, like I can't come in any kind of way. I can't come in with a hat. They're gonna be like, "Hey, Mr. Williams, Mr. Williams, have you lost your mind? You can't come in just wearing regular clothes. Like, I gotta go back to suit and tie. I can't even wear regular. Like right now, I am the most comfortable I've been in my life, in a sense of I used to, like y'all don't understand. When you work, I just use the restaurant. Say the bank because y'all obviously that's suit and tie. And the call center was like a business casual, so it was still fairly business. But at these restaurants, it's like especially when you talk about the 5-star restaurants. Now again, yes, I can work at like a McDonald's or a Wendy's or something like that, but you don't make no money there. Like you gotta be realistic, right? You gotta look at it like this. It's all about how much money you want to make. So, when we say like you want to make $200 a day, $300 a day, is because you want to make a bigger amount of money. Can you go out and make $50 a day? Everybody would universally say, yes, you could make $50 a day. But when you start talking about the bigger money, you gotta do things slightly different. You know what I'm saying? You gotta think a little bit different. Can you make $50 a day in a rural area? Yeah, you just sit all day and wait for a ride. Maybe you'll get it, maybe you won't, but it's more likely that you'll get that way out yonder, as opposed to saying, I'm gonna make $200-300 a day in Okeechobee, Florida. There's just not a lot of people. I think the population itself, I think it's like 300 people in Okeechobee. I can't think of any other cities, y'all. Apopka or those. Let me Google some cities in Florida. 'Cause can't think of nothing else. It's sad because I know my geography. I promise. Geography was one of my favorite subjects. I promise geography was one of my favorite subjects. What's some cities in Florida? All right, so cities in Florida. Um, okay, so all right, all right. So you got Clearwater. So Clearwater, for example, do I expect to make $500 in Clearwater? No. There is no volume in Clearwater, Florida, like that. There's not volume like that to where I can expect. Look, again, I'm talking about working 40 hours a week. When you work 40 hours a week, you're a full-time employee. I'm not talking about part-time employees. I'm not talking about, the other stuff that comes along with that because you're not really relying, if you're a part-time employee, you're not really relying on this income. It's not really paying your bills. You just do it when you feel like. So I look at it like, okay, right now, if I'm putting 40 hours in a week and I'm working at one of these positions, I'm depending on it for my bills, right? Right? That just makes sense. This is how I'm paying my bills. This is how I'm, funding my lifestyle right now. 40 hours a week, as a server, where I have all of these restrictions. My shifts is supposed to end at 12, but then, they want me to work a double. And, yeah, sure, you can say, "Oh, no, I ain't gonna work a double. I ain't doing that." No, no, you can do it. You can do that, right? Everybody that's worked in the restaurant industry, at least as a server, y'all know how it goes. You can tell them, no, ain't coming in. Or you can avoid the phone calls. They call you, hey, listen, hey, Mr. Williams, Are you free today? Because we just need you to come in. We're a little short staffed today. Are you free to come in? Yeah, you can avoid the phone call. Yeah, you can tell them no. Yeah, listen, bro. I'm here chilling. Yeah, listen, I'm watching TV all day. Listen, I got my feet up. I ain't coming in. You can do that. You can absolutely do that. If you bought that life, you can absolutely do that. Absolutely. But I guarantee you, after the first couple times, I even give you a couple times. I give you a couple times. Because not, with the way restaurants are nowadays, they need employees, so they're more lenient than they were when I was working in the restaurant. They'll work with you. All right, bro. Listen, all right, cool, cool, cool. They'll work with you. But I guarantee you, there's gonna be a point where it's like, we done called you. You know we need you. You don't want to come in? All right, cool. We gonna fire you, or we gonna dock your pay, or we gonna start shortening your hours. That's what they really do. They shorten your hours. Again, I can only talk about the restaurant industry because that's part of what I used to do. When I was in the warehouses, you just worked. You just worked. It just wasn't no. It wasn't no concept of go home. I used to sleep when I worked in the warehouses. I used to sleep in my car because it was just like, man. So I used to. Yeah, you know what the little trucks are? The what is it? It gives you wings. It gives you wings. What's the name of that? The Red Bull trucks. I used to load the Red Bull trucks in the warehouse. Man, y'all don't understand how hard we used to work. It was no concept of you only working 40 hours. Oh, your shift is over. Your shift is over when these trucks are loaded. You better believe until these trucks are loaded, you cannot go home. Listen, I never did construction because I was just like, I do the line at construction. I was just like, nah, bro, construction ain't for me. But you better believe when I was in those warehouses, you got to fill up these trucks. We got 16 trucks. You got to load them up. Ain't no going home until them trucks loaded up. Uh, yeah, okay? You want to take a lunch break? Okay, but we got 16 trucks though. We got 16 trucks. They coming in. You take your lunch break after you load up this next truck. You take your break in the middle of you loading up. Once this truck is gone and it's leaving, and we waiting on that next truck, that's when you take your lunch break, or that's when you take your bathroom break, like a lot of people like to do. You know, listen. You in the houses, y'all know what I'm talking about. It's like it's constant work. It ain't no you go home after 8 hours and oh yeah, you got this little man. Hey, we got these 16 trucks. They better get loaded and let it be too late. Let it be too late. Like 12, 1 o'clock, my bad. Let it be 12, 1 o'clock. And y'all still ain't load these trucks. Okay. You only get a couple times. Your shifts start getting shorter and shorter, and they get ready to fire you. Okay, yeah, you got that independence. Yeah, okay, yeah, all right, yeah, you tried your hardest. All right, all right. But then that next time you come into work, hey, listen, Mr. Williams, can you see me in my office? Yeah, man, listen, I'm just getting myself ready for my shift. No, 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 come see me in my office. Just come see me in my office. Like y'all act like these companies don't be firing y'all on the spot. These companies don't just tell that. Y'all want to be real. How many companies actually call you on your way before you on your way to work when they gonna fire you? None. They let you come into work, drive through whatever traffic, come from wherever you come, and they wait for you to get in work. Okay, you start setting up your desk or you start doing what you do. Maybe you get you know what I'm saying? They let you do all of that. And then excuse me, sir. Can you just come in? Just come see me in my office. Just come see me in my office. Now, mind you, I've only been fired from 2 jobs. I used to watch it happen just because I was a really hard worker. And I've only been fired from 2 jobs. You know, I was a really hard worker. So I always understood that, listen, I'm gonna be out here. You ain't, I was gonna make myself invaluable, in other words. In the sense of, okay, yeah, you might want to fire him, but you ain't gonna fire me because all the customers want me when I was in the restaurant. I used to have multiple customers that would request me specifically to wait their table. Specifically, when I was in the warehouses, oh yeah, you better believe I was loading those trucks faster than everybody else, and it was correct. Like, because there's a certain way that you load the truck. You can't just throw everything in there. Like, it's a certain way that you load the truck. You better believe I was doing it faster than everybody else. You know what I'm saying? When I was at the bank, you better believe people loved me and, me and my attitude. Oh man, you're so positive. Oh my gosh, this is such a great experience. Oh, yeah. I didn't make mistakes when I was on the register. You know what I'm saying? But I made myself invaluable because I understood that it's a revolving door. It's a revolving door. Look, y'all be talking about these jobs as if like they're forever. Jobs are not forever. Jobs are for right now. Jobs pay you just over broke, just to keep you there, just to pay your bills, just so you're living, you're kind of sort of above water. Just because I'm not currently in a job, I mean, my job, is Uber right now. I'm not in that environment anymore because I don't want to be. Because that environment comes with a lot more than what a lot of people lead you to believe. Y'all know. I mean, am I lying? Is anything that I've said, if you worked in any one of those industries, is anything that I've said, is it wrong? Is it wrong? Is there another? Because mean, I can tell you, sales is so cutthroat. Listen, they'll fire you in the middle of your shift. You go to make a phone call. Hey, hey, hey. No, no, no. Put the phone down. No, 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 no. No. Put the phone down. Wait, listen. No, no, no. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come on. Pack your stuff up. Sales is the most cutthroat. Out of all of my positions, I would say sales is the most cutthroat, if we being honest. Right. Now I'm an Uber driver. Yes, you have the potential of being deactivated over false complaints, which I. But that's why you have multiple apps. That's why you find ways to build yourself up. Yeah, I'm just talking. I'm sorry. I'm just talking. I'm just talking. Uh, So let's get back to the comments. I think I said what's up, Richie. Richie, if you're still in here, what's up, sir? Um, Hussein says I'm in a different uh, car. I go to another city and rent the Tesla through Hertz. I'm in Ocala, and the closest city to me is Orlando. So Hussein can actually attest to Ocala being very slow. That's why he goes to Orlando. See, I'm not telling you guys. I've literally been doing this. You have to have the volume if you want to make the big bucks. Now, if you just want to make 10, 20, $50, then it doesn't matter where you stay at. The market doesn't matter. You turn on your app and you just wait because you don't really need the money. If you just need money to go out to eat, okay, cool. Turn on your app and just sit there. You know, Most likely it doesn't matter if you're in the boondocks or you're in a big city, you'll get a ride or you'll get something that'll give you 10, $20. But when you're talking about a specific number like 200, 300, $400 a day, you need the volume if you're going to do that consistently. And I'm not going to say the only way, the most likely way that you can guarantee that you're going to hit that number to do it consistently is you need volume. Once you have the volume, just to reiterate what I was saying earlier, once you know you got the volume, okay, now you need to learn your market. Learn your market. There's a peak season and an off season. It's very simple. No matter what business you're thinking about, grocery stores, restaurants like I used to be in, warehouses, No business that you can think of doesn't go through peak season and off season. Every business goes through it. That's just what it is. When I was in sales, there was a peak season and an off season. there, every business has a peak season and off season. So it's up to you to learn your market and learn when your peak season is and learn when your off season is, because it makes more sense during your off season to not be working as hard, to not have to hit $500-600 a day during your off season. That's crazy. Unless you're in California. California is a different market. Unless you're in New York. New York is a different market. But outside of those, and Massachusetts is pretty good too. Shout out to Richie Hustles again. But those markets are a little bit different. They have legislation behind them. There's a little bit different in terms of ride share. They're just not normal markets. Um, Obviously, the cost of living is incredible in California, especially in certain places. Obviously, you know that New York City and New York as a whole is incredible in terms of cost of living. I don't really know much about Massachusetts, but I just know that they have the legislation in place. So they have to give you a minimum wage. Don't know if you necessarily want minimum wage there, but like I said, I don't really know much about Massachusetts. Yeah. But yeah, man, So DJ Energy One. DJ, what's up, brother? What's up, DJ? The gig game is a great opportunity. Yes, sir. That's what I keep trying to tell people. It's a great opportunity to get yourself to the next level. Absolutely. It's definitely a great opportunity to move forward. Uh, DJ Energy says people upset because they're not making the money they once did, so they bash the app. Listen, I understand. I'm right there with you. When I started during the pandemic, and I tell everybody there was a time, my first year, when I really started getting after it. Now, if you guys watch my interview, well, I don't know if you, I did an interview with Ronnie Speed. There was a point where I really started making money. I was doing about 2,000 every week. I was doing 10,000 a month. Listen, I was really making the money. Can I do that now? Yes, but it takes more hours. Am I oblivious to that? No. I tell you guys all the time, you gotta work. You gotta work. I was still putting in a lot of hours then, but I mean, the rides were more frequent. Different things were. I mean, and yeah, I get it. I get it. But it's still an opportunity. It's still an opportunity because I can still do it. So if I was in the predicament that I used to be in, what do you think that I would do? I would go back to that old strategy. That's what I'm gonna do this weekend. I'm going back to my old strategy this weekend. So the next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, because if you guys don't know, I challenge Red from Gig Wars Official. If you haven't seen her channel, Gig Wars Official they're pretty cool. So Red I don't know what city she's in or what state she's in, but Red is a delivery driver. Now she kills it, hands down. She's making a lot of money. She does her thing, in these, but it's about competition. It's about competition. So it's gonna be fun, and I will be live streaming. I will be live streaming tomorrow. So this is the calm before the storm. In other words, I mean, I probably won't be talking as much because I'm gonna be working. I gotta hit the number. I gotta try to beat her. Yeah, listen, you know how it goes, man. I can't let a woman beat me. I know, yeah, I know. But it originally was for the honor of the Rideshare Garage. So just to kind of give you the background, Red Gig Wars Official, 2 years ago, we as the Rideshare Garage, we challenged Red and Gig Wars Official to a battle, a gig war. And by gig war, it just means our team against their team, and whichever team makes the most money is the one that wins. It's very simple. It's just a competition. It makes doing what we do a little bit more funner. I know I said funner, but it does because you're competing a little bit. Obviously, what you make is what you make. Nobody cares, but it's a little bit fun it's more fun when you know you can challenge other people and talk trash and all of that stuff. So she doesn't live in the state of Florida, so she lives in a completely different market. But in her market, deliveries is pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Like it's really good. What state she's in, but nevertheless, when they came on the scene, we as the Rideshare Garage, we challenged them. We got into a gig war, and we got mollywopped. We got beat. We got beat so bad. I think she literally could have gave. I think it was a week long battle, and I think they won after the second day. It was that bad. That's how bad the Rideshare Garage got beat. It was just bad, But that was before I came on. I was still a viewer. I was still watching. I definitely wasn't a YouTuber at that point. I was just watching. Like damn, y'all got beat. So this 2 weeks ago, I decided, listen, bro. Well, Buddha was talking about it, and I was like, listen, man, that couldn't happen right now because we would beat them. So nevertheless, they made it about me and her, me going against her instead of it being the Rideshare Garage against Gig Wars official. So I am in a challenge personally against Red from Gig Wars official, and that is Friday, tomorrow or Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So it is for the next 3 days, whoever can make the most money using the gig apps that we use. So I use Uber and Lyft. Probably won't be able to do Curry. I mean, it's a Friday, so maybe I'll get a couple Curry offers, whatever. Most likely won't, because Fridays are slow. Yeah, whatever. And she has her gig apps, her delivery apps. So I think she said Spark, Instacart, uh, DoorDash, Grubhub, and I think she has some catering apps as well. So it's whatever she makes over these next 3 days against whatever I make over these next 3 days, and whoever wins is the gig. They win the war. You can keep up to date. All you have to do is download the Gig Wars official app. Just go in your app store, type in Gig Wars, and you'll see the app. You'll be able to see our gig war. I'll probably put like the link or something in tomorrow's video, or maybe she will. I don't know. So we'll do it. But you can watch it on my stream tomorrow. I will be going live. Our gig war starts at 9, but I am gonna talk to her, see if we can push that gig war up because y'all know the mornings are really good for rideshare. So we'll see. We'll see. As of right now, it's 9 o'clock tomorrow. Same, kind of similar, same time. 9 o'clock Eastern time for me. 9 o'clock. I don't know what state she's in, so 9 o'clock, whatever time she's at. But like I said, I will see like if we could tweak it slightly so that I can get my morning shift in. Cause yeah, but it's whatever I make for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday going up against whatever she makes for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And whoever wins, wins, and we will talk about it. If I lose, I'll be, instead of wearing a green shirt, I will be wearing a pink shirt saying that I got beat by a girl. If she loses, then she'll be wearing, I don't know, a gray shirt saying that she got beat by Nick. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, but that's what it looks. That's what it's looking like. So if you want to see how much we can really make in our market tomorrow, I will be doing that. And that's why I started off saying that the people that accept more, and this is probably be another stream. This will be another live stream. But the people that accept more make more money. Make no mistake about it. So they have more people in their car, more possible people to tip, more opportunity, more people in the car. They're not sitting around. They make more money, but they also increase their expenses because you're doing more mileage. You have more people in your car, so it's more wear and tear. There's more chances for you to be deactivated from false complaints and stuff like that. So so yeah, if I had 100% acceptance rate, I would make about the same money that I make now. It's just I would go through a lot more stress, more traffic. Oh boy, yeah, we'll go through a lot more foolishness, a lot more foolishness. But I mean, so yeah, the difference between 100% acceptance rate and somebody like me with a lower acceptance rate in standard mode is just efficiency. Efficiency, and obviously, I have a strategy. I have a certain way that I like to work because of that. To make the most amount of money, you better believe I accept a lot more. So, like when I'm going for these big numbers, I'm accepting more offers. I'm not just sitting around and just sitting around on Premiere only, like a lot of you guys think. I can't because if I'm trying to hit three, four, 500, I'm not gonna get it on Premiere. I'm just telling you, Premiere only. In other words, I'm not gonna get it. Majority of my rides will be X, Uber X. I know, I know. A lot of you guys don't like Uber X. I don't really care for Uber X, but when you and this is how we started this conversation off. What has the most volume? It's not Premier. It's not Uber Black. It's not Comfort. It's not Comfort Electric. It's not even, well, I mean, Uber Green has a decent amount of volume. But what has the most volume? Uber X. Uber X has more volume than even Uber XL. So what do I know that I can make the most money on? Uber X. And so, I'm going back to my old days where, I'm just hustling. I'm hustling. But yeah, so if you want to watch it, it's gonna be pretty fun. It's gonna be pretty fun. I haven't done this in a while. As I said, my strategy currently is just $200 a day, 7 days a week, 14, $1,500 a week. Go for the gig apps. That's all I need. That's all I want, which is about $6,000 every month, which isn't bad. It's not bad. Not bad. It pays all my bills. It takes care of everything that I need. So yeah, you know, and it gives me the freedom. So I put in 40 hours a week on Uber and Lyft. Well, really Uber. I don't really do a ton of Lyft. But again, tomorrow I will have to do Lyft because, got to make this money. Got to make this money. But um, like I said, I don't really have to do Lyft. So tomorrow I'll be turning on Lyft. But y'all know I don't have any premium. I don't have any premium tiers on Lyft. I just have Lyft Basic. So that's why I don't do much Lyft. But again, when I'm trying to hit a bigger number, you gotta use the platform that has the most volume. Just that's just what it is. But yeah, so DJ Energy says they speak badly of these apps now because the game was on easy years ago. You can make 200 in less than 6 hours. Now they mad you got to add another 2 hours to make that same 200. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. DJ, I definitely understand. Like I said, I understand. During the pandemic, I used to wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning, and by 4 o'clock, I was literally at 100, 150. By 5 o'clock, I was at like 250. By 7, 8 o'clock, um, I was at 300, 300, 350. I know, I get it. That was only 5 hours. I get it. I'm not oblivious to it. I told you guys multiple times, but I knew my strategy. And my strategy used to work really well. Can I do that today? Well, we'll see. Oh, I can't do that. The easy answer is I can't do that today. It's okay because the economy isn't the same as what it was. I mean, jobs don't pay the same. What job has given a pay raise? None. 50-cent pay raise is nothing if they give you that. But most jobs don't give you a pay raise, even though the economy is bad, even though everything else is expensive, even though, I mean, you look at people as a whole. We learned this during the pandemic. Majority of people are living paycheck to paycheck. Regardless of what you think they make and all of that stuff, we learned during the pandemic very simply that majority of people live paycheck to paycheck. So if everybody's living paycheck to paycheck, why is it so bad that I choose to have freedom and still make my money? Um, I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, next can't stop. Uh, 220 yesterday and 6.5 hours in ATL. That see, that's what I'm saying. It's all about market. It's all about market and volume. But you see, like, and see, so GJ just said, GJ brought up a really good point. A lot of people that used to do Uber before the pandemic, it was on easy mode. I hear that all the time, and I get it. You know, like I said, I'm a part of that. I'm a part of the people that, you know, I'm telling you, I used to legitimately get online. I worked at 2 o'clock every morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, and by 4 o'clock, I would have 150, $200. 2 hours. I work for 2 hours and I almost have 200. That's almost 100 an hour every morning. That was my crazy time. And I get it, other people, before that it was even crazier. So get all of that. I'm not saying that it's wrong, but I am saying that it's still possible to do really good. It may not be 2 hours, it'll be 4 hours. Or in this case, 6 hours. Still good money. It's still money. Things just aren't what they were. And that's with any business. That's with any business. Any business has happens like this. Yeah, I use this. I use this last example. You think that Kmart wasn't balling out of control back in the days? You think that Toys R Us wasn't balling out of control back in the days? Every business has its ups and its downs. Every business has its ups and its downs. Okay, but DJ says I got a guy out of Hawaii doing 100K the last 2 years with just DoorDash. Got another brother in Tennessee making $300 to $400 daily with DoorDash and Uber Eats. Yeah, listen. So, DJ, listen. That's why me going up against Red is crazy. Like she does her thing. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be an easy. This ain't gonna be easy. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be easy. um, she does her thing because that's just and that's the thing about these gig apps. When you know what you're doing and you're in a good market for what you do, you can make the money. Absolutely can make the money. Now, is this for everything for her? For me, no. But just understanding that you can make what you need to make right now. I don't know what the future is going to be. I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't take longer. All of that stuff is true. But right now, you can still do it. So if you want to make $400 or $500 a day, you got to get out here and do it. But it's going to take you time. It's common sense. That's just what it is. It's going to take you time. I'm sorry. Back in the days, maybe not. Today, yes, it's going to take time. Steve Williams says, "Do you plan on being an Uber driver till you retire?" Steve, I think you asked me that in the last live stream. No, sir, I do not. I am actively pursuing other avenues to get out of rideshare. I'm enjoying my time while I have it. If that makes sense. I am enjoying my time while I have it. Look, I know that I'm going to be stopping doing Uber soon. Soon is relative. I don't know. Could it be at the end of this year? Yes. Could it be at the end of next year? Yes. Could it be at the end of 3 years? Yes. I don't know. I don't know. But you better believe that I'm building myself up in the meantime, and which is what I recommend for all of you guys to do. You know, That's why I'm so big on using this is why I keep saying it's an opportunity. This is why I keep saying it's a hustle. This is why I keep saying make your money now. Get yourself out of debt. That's the first one. Get out of debt. So if you got collections and stuff on your credit report, get those things fixed. Hire somebody to get them removed off your credit report so your credit score can climb. If you got late payments and all of that stuff, get back on track. Pay these people, man. Pay these people. Get back on track. But I mean, if you got collections, you need to hire somebody to get them off of your report. If you got collections, like in terms of like whether you should pay them or not, if they're in a collection, if they're collections and they're charged off, settle. But understand that you're gonna pay taxes on it. But yeah, I would settle for 20%, 20 to 40%. I used to be a debt collector. That's what I would do. Again, this isn't financial advice. This is just what I would do if I was in that situation. If I have collections, I'm going to settle them because they're collections. They've already impacted my account. They've already impacted my credit score. So I'm going to call, I'm going to settle. If I owe 1,000, listen, I got $200 for you. What you want to do? And I want you to delete it off my report. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm gonna do. Now, will I pay taxes on that 800? Yes. But again, this isn't financial advice. You should talk to a CPA, a financial consultant. But then the next thing that I'm gonna do, once I've paid off my debt and I've gotten my credit score is starting to rise. Now I'm going to start. I'm going to start building up an emergency savings. Everybody here that's watching this video should have at least 6 months of expenses in a bank account or somewhere that you can access it should something happen to you. You need at least 6 months of expenses. That's non-negotiable. Whether you're an Uber driver, DoorDash driver, or you have a W-2. You could be working for the government. I mean, I guess the government. Let me pause. The government is a sore subject for some people, but like because I'm sorry. You could be working at I don't know Publix. You could be working at I don't know what a good job is these days. You could be working in technology like I used to. You need to have 6 months worth of your expenses. That is non-negotiable. Doesn't matter what you do. You need 6 months worth of your expenses. If you don't have that, you need to build that. That's not that's not even me just being like, oh man, oh yo, I make a lot of money. No, you need to have 6 months worth of your expenses. That is non-negotiable. That's so you need to take care of your credit. Credit is so important in the sense of you cannot even rent without having good credit. Trust me, I know. You can't even rent. And I'm talking about cars, I'm talking about house, obviously having a house over your head. You can't do much. I mean, you can't even open up a bank account if you got bad credit. Trust me, I know. Listen, credit is so essential. So if you got collections on your credit report, you need to talk to somebody, get them figured out. If you want to talk to me in the Telegram. I can tell you what I would do as a debt collector. But again, this is financial advice. But um, yeah, you need to fix your credit. You need to talk to somebody, get these things removed off of your credit report. Remember, your credit report and your credit score is just how well do you pay things. So if you went through a hardship, you went through a time where you couldn't pay stuff and now it's reflecting negatively on you and you're in a position where you could try to fix that, do it. You don't need to wait the 7 years. Trust me. Like I said, this isn't financial advice. You need to fix your credit. Then once you fix your credit, you need an emergency savings because things happen. What if you're driving down the road and you get a flat tire? What if you're driving your tire pops? What if you're driving down the road and your car breaks down? Again, I'm using a vehicle specifically because we drive rideshare. What happens for most people? You're screwed, especially if you're using your personal car. Now, that is why I rent. I rent this vehicle. And this is not my personal vehicle because my personal vehicle, I got into an accident and my insurance company denied the claim because they said it was rideshare related. Again, I understand your situation is not my situation. I didn't have the rideshare endorsement at that time. And I've had attorneys tried to push it through Uber, tried to push it through Lyft. Listen, this, that's my situation though. got the bad end of the stick. But I'm telling you, if you have a personal vehicle, you want to have the rideshare endorsement. Is it more expensive? Yes. It's more expensive for your insurance, but hey, listen, I would rather pay a couple of dollars more than to deal with what I'm dealing with now. I have a vehicle that is completely total that I haven't seen in 2 years that I owe for. It has affected my credit. It's okay because life goes on and you learn. All I can do is share that information with you. That's it. I have insurance because I drive rideshare. You have to have insurance. It's just the claim was denied. Then I tried to push it through Uber. Uber said no. So now I'm waiting on their insurance company, which is the point. Insurance companies will take their time. I've had attorneys try to push the issue, and I've tried to push the issue. I'm still here. Nevertheless, that's why I rent. You don't have to rent. If you have a personal vehicle, you don't have to do that. You need 6 months worth of your expenses. Period. There's no question about that. Doesn't matter if you have a job or you don't have a job. You need 6 months worth of your expenses. I would recommend, again, this is not financial advice, have it in a money market account, a high interest account. There are checking accounts that will give you, well, I mean, I was going to say 5% interest on your money, but I think it's now 3.8, 3.7, something like that. Again, this isn't financial advice, but there are checking accounts that will give you that type of interest. Or if it's not a checking account, a savings account. 6 months worth of your interest. Obviously, you got to create a budget. Obviously, you got to know what you spend every month. That's an obvious. But you need to have 6 months worth of your expenses, non-negotiable. Today, not yesterday. Today. Well, I guess yesterday. So you need to do that as soon as possible. Have that 6 months worth of expenses sitting there. And I would hope in an interest bearing account so you could gain a couple dollars on it. You're not going to get rich off of it, but it's sitting there. It's money that you're not going to touch unless there's an emergency. Because guess what? There's always going to be an emergency. When you got money sitting there somewhere, there's always a reason to spend it. That's the point. You want to have 6 months worth of expenses somewhere in some type of bank account somewhere else here. Then you move on. Now that you fixed your credit, now that you got the 6 months worth of income sitting somewhere, okay, now you want to figure out what you want to do. Are you saying, do you want to get another vehicle? Do you want to rent? Do you want to, like, what do you want to do? What is your goal? And that's how you move forward in life. This is an opportunity to do just that. If you don't have the 6 months worth of your expenses, you need to, excuse me, all of your income, if you can, should be going towards putting it in a savings account. If you're still in the credit phase, okay, cool. You need to be taking your money, researching people that deal with credit, and putting your money to these people that can fix your credit. Again, all of this is not financial advice, but I'm just saying these are the things that will help you, with you. These are things that we all should do, regardless of if you're an Uber driver, Lyft driver, whatever. You should be good. But we all get into these positions, we all go through hardships. Can I tell you guys that I've been through this is probably my worst year this past year? These last 2 years have been my worst years ever, ever in my life. But because I understand what I'm going through, because I have a plan, because I'm still moving forward, you would never know that, right? But that's the point. This is why this is sound financial advice. As long as you have 6 months worth of expenses, you're set. As long as you start fixing your credit, you're set. As long as you're moving forward, you're set. So, however that is for you. And then obviously you need marketable skills. So, if where everybody is universally saying that rideshare is dead, universally saying that rideshare is horrible. Okay, so what are you going to do now? If you're not going to do rideshare, if this isn't going to be your thing, what are you going to do? Are you going to get in the tech sector? Are you going to be a computer programmer? Okay, well, there's certain areas that you want to you understand that you're gonna have to move. Are you gonna be in manufacturing? Like, what is your what job are you trying to do? Uh, but yeah, what job are you trying to do at that point? You know, are you building up the skill set to be able to work there, to be able to do that? Are you hireable right now? Are you doing things differently? These are all the things that you can be doing if you're driving Uber. Why do you think I always have my headphones in? I am listening to podcasts to better myself, to learn more information, to build upon things. So I know I started off this conversation about can you make $200-300 a day consistently. I started off this conversation like that because that's I want to talk about money. But these are all the things that you should be doing regardless because I want to see you guys win and I want to see you guys win hard. I know that sounds weird, so I'm just gonna say pause. But listen, I want to see you guys win big, is what I should have said. And still, I'm gonna say pause. But yes, um, I want to see you guys successful. And the way to be successful is doing the little things first. Yeah, everybody thinks about the big things. It's the little things. Get those things right. Because you know how less stressed you'll be if you got, 6, 7, 10 grand in the bank right now. So something happens, which we all know it will, you're gonna be like, man, listen, I already got the money. It's a different conversation. And if your significant other calls you and like, hey, listen, I need $50 right here. You get a flat tire right here. Damn, the tow truck gonna charge me this. All right, it's not different than your life at that point. You know what I'm saying? You got to get an oil change. Damn, 70, $80 oil change. You go in there, you start talking about synthetic oil instead of regular oil. Hey, so how much a synthetic is? You know what I'm saying? It's a little different. When you go to restaurants, you don't go to McDonald's and Wendy's when you know you got money in the bank. You go on the higher class restaurants. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just is what it is. You don't eat just regular burgers, you get a steak burger. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't just eat, some fries, you get ribs. You do things differently when you have your life in order. And like I said, we all have things going on. We all have circumstances that knock us down. I am telling you, I had a circumstance that really knocked me down these last 2 years. That is one of the biggest reasons why I gained the weight. And I had to readjust. I'm still readjusting. I had to readjust and reevaluate my life. But the good thing about all of that is that I've been an Uber driver. So I can do it at my pace. I can figure this thing out. On my on at my pace. I don't have to rush. I don't have to be a certain type of way. If I don't like a passenger, I don't take them. If I'm not in a good mood, I don't take people. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm slowly building myself up, slowly building myself in out. So, is this forever? Do I plan on being an Uber driver until I retire? No, but I damn sure plan on being a business owner until I retire. I plan on making money in my sleep, if that makes sense, passively. But it's not really passively because I'm still putting in the work. But yes, I plan on being a business owner until I retire, if that makes sense. So yeah, but yeah, Steve, I hope I answered your question. I know I just went into a tangent, so I'm sorry about that. Y'all know I'm a talker. Y'all know I'm a talker, so I'm sorry. But Hussein says, is the Hertz rental program still worth it? Is the Hertz rental program still worth it? Hussein, again, I've always told you guys, and I've always been upfront with you guys. If you have another option, do that other option. So the company that I promoted, um, I guess I'll say it again, is Drive Whip. That is the company that I promoted because they are a different option. The thing about Hertz is that you're going to be charged and double charged. I don't think you guys understand. If your weekly rental is $400, they will charge you $800 a couple weeks out of the year, couple weeks out of your contract, especially if you're renting for longer and longer. You will pay an arm and a leg for tolls. You will pay an arm and a leg for tickets. You will pay an arm and a leg if you have anything that goes on with the car. You're gonna pay an arm and a leg to you're gonna pay an arm and a leg for the insurance. So if you have another option, and I guess I'm specifically talking about the Tesla, but in general, you will pay because you pay a convenience fee and all of this other stuff for tolls. You're gonna do $50 in tolls, but you're gonna get a bill back for $400. Is that worth it? No. If you can do better, do better. So that's why I promoted the company that I did, Drive Whip, and I still recommend them over Hertz if you're talking about a Tesla. And realistically, I would say if you can sign up for them if they're in your market, then move forward, because yeah, Hertz is gonna charge you crazy prices. And yeah, especially if you don't got the 6 months worth of expenses, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt, and that's the point. So yes, you want to make sure that you're in a good position. So if you don't have anything else, then you got to make it work. That's just if that's your only option. In my case, yeah, that's I would go with driveway. That's what I would say. But if you can't, then yeah, you go with Hertz and do what you got to do. But just understand that Hertz will double charge you. They will charge you and double charge you. You got to be prepared for that. They will overdraft your account multiple times. You got to be prepared for that. Just know your account will be overdrafted, and you got to be okay with that. If you are good, if you make money, if you know how to put money aside, you'll be fine. If you don't, then you shouldn't rent a car. First of all, I guess let me back up. If you're gonna rent a car, you should at least be making $1,500 to $2,000 a week. Because the car rental is gonna be four, five, $600 every week, which is tough if you're not making 1,500. So if you're not doing that, you're brand new to the market, use your personal vehicle. I know you don't want to put the mileage. I know you don't want to have to do the maintenance. I understand all of that. But also, you got to understand if you talking about you're not making 1,500 and you're only making five, $600. Well, that's gonna be your rental car payment. Uh, How much sense does that make? You're driving for free at that point. You're driving just to drive a car. That's not worth it. Does that make sense? So, yeah, if you're gonna rent, you need to be making good money first. First and foremost, be making good money. By good money, 13, 1,500, 16, 1,700. You need to be making a good money. Obviously, to make that type of money, you need a good environment. You need a good environment. You need a good environment. And that's why I talked about it. I'll just reiterate it one more time. You need the volume in your environment. You need to, generally, you're going to get that in a bigger city, in Atlanta, Miami, a Tennessee, Memphis. I'm sorry. Well, Memphis, yeah. Um, See, now I can't. Charlotte. Well, I don't really know. See, I'm talking Miami, Atlanta, New York, California, and Massachusetts. You need to be in a big market. That's just what it is. You need to be in a big city, big market. You need the volume. Now, once you get the volume, you need a strategy. You need to know, is this your peak season? Is this your off season? If you know those two things and it's your peak season, then yeah, you can make two, three, four, $500. Again, it's market dependent. But if it's your peak season, you know that you're in a big city, yeah, go do it. Go make the money. You know what I'm saying? So, um, and if you're doing all of that, then you're fine. So let me see. So Monte says, "Man, I'm a 22-year-old father of two. I'm just starting going hard on Uber. I just bought the 2025 CRV. I'm trying to make some Flip, man. Any advice? I'm in the DC market. Um, I wish I could help you. I don't really know Maryland. I mean, I don't really know the DC. You said DC, so Washington DC. I don't really know DC like that. Like I said, all I can recommend is that you go to the most highly you got to know your area. So here's one thing that I could tell you: talk to the hospitality people. If you don't know what your market season is, talk to the people in the restaurants. I'm guessing that your market isn't like mine in the sense of during the summer, my market is completely dead. It's dead. Like you can walk into any restaurant that you want, sit wherever you want. You have no wait time. Um, but during the season, lines will be jam packed. It'll be out the door, wrapped around the corner, yada yada yada. So Mm, but that's how I knew off the top of my head when the peak season was and when the off season was because I worked in hospitality. So all I can say is maybe talk to somebody in the hospitality industry, a server or whatever. Talk to your server and ask, do we have peak seasons? Do we have off seasons? Um, and go by that, you know. Um, but yeah, all I can tell you is that to make $300 a day, you need the volume. You need the volume. I keep saying that. I've reiterated it like multiple times now. This live stream. You need the volume. So I don't know where a popular place would be in DC. I would guess by the White House, but I don't know. I don't really know. Listen, I know I'm not. I'm not. When I get off this live stream, my geography will come back to me. But on this live stream, I can't even think of where you talking about. It's so sad. But I was really good at DC. I'm not gonna I said DC. I was really good in school at geography. I used to know like when you say DC, I used to know like the cities and stuff around it. I can't think of it right now. So I'm sorry. I will say that up front. I can't think about my geography while I'm on the live stream. But so all I can say is go to the most popular place. Go to a popular place wherever that is. For here, it's obviously South Beach. It's obviously downtown. Those are our popular places. You want to hit the volume and go from there. You need volume to be able to make money. Then once you get the volume and you learn, you're starting to get rides, you're starting to see where you like to work and where you don't like to work. You formulate a strategy. And once you got your strategy down, my strategy is I want longer trips. I want hour long trips personally. I like it. You may not like that. That's not your strategy. You get what I'm saying? It may not be something that's you know that's reasonable in your market. So you may like 10-minute trips. Your 10-minute trips could pay you $12. No. Whatever the case is in your market. So you find the volume spot. Then you formulate your strategy. You figure out your strategy, and with that, you put in the time. That's the biggest advice that I can give you. Put in the time and see how much you make. Get consistent with it. Get consistent. Okay, so today you put in 8 hours, you made $200. Okay, cool. Tomorrow you put in 12 hours and you made 300, 350. Okay, it makes sense that if I put in 12 hours, I should be making 300, 350. And you do that for a couple of days. Obviously, you're making good money. Obviously, you're getting there. And little by little, you'll start to learn your market even better. Okay, so I could make 350, 400 on weekends. I could make 350, 400 during the middle, rush hour traffic. I could make 350, 300. You get what I'm saying? Like you start to learn what's good and what's bad. And that's the point. It's your market. I don't know it. I live in South Florida. So my information is different from what your information is because we're just in a different market. So I recommend that you learn it. Go to the most popular spots and figure it and start taking rides. You got to take people. Accept stuff. Accept stuff that doesn't look like it's that great. Because what you'll start to see is, damn, if I'm taking all of these bad offers to this specific part of town, Oh, yeah, I probably don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So for our market, it's directional. Uh, the way that I'm successful in my market is because I follow the traffic patterns. As you know, Miami is a crazy traffic place. So at certain times, you don't want to go south. At certain times, you don't want to go north. At certain times, you don't want to go west. At certain times, there's a lot of traffic east, vice versa. So follow, I know what times to be and what times not to be, if that makes sense. So I say you just got to figure it out for your market. Yeah, I hope that all makes sense. Yeah, you got to put in the time. It's gonna take time. As everybody has said, yeah. A lot of people say it's gonna take longer than it used to, but like you said, you're just starting out. You got two children. You know what I'm saying? You got to make your money. So while you're out here, I say just get committed to making your money. Put that money and do what you need to do with it. You know. That's that's the best advice I could give you, brother. That's the best advice. I know it's not super like personal, but I don't want to tell you something and I don't know your market, because I don't know. So my market is a market where so right now it's while it's winter for everybody else, it's 82 degrees in my market. So it's hard for me to give advice in a different market because it's like I don't know. But you can find out. You can find out really quickly. Go to the most populated spot. So again, for us, it's South Beach. South Beach is crazy right now. There is so much traffic right now. It's oh my gosh. But it's because everybody wants to go there. I mean, I would assume in DC it's the White House or whatever. I don't know. I can't even think of the cities. But whatever the most populated spot is, go there and just take rides from there. That should be your starting point. And little by little, you're going to figure out where you actually want to start from. I mean, I'm pretty sure it may be far from your house. So you might want to pick another spot, you know what I'm saying? That'll get you to that area. Because the other thing is, like I said, like I told everybody earlier, I used to say down south in Miami. Down south is Kendall. Well, down south is Homestead, which is like the very bottom of Miami. So our state is shaped like a gun. So, you got the little gun shape. And so I was like down at the bottom of the map. Ain't no rides down there for me and my strategy because the people down there only speak Spanish. And I know you may say, nah, there's English people. No, they only speak Spanish in that area. In Homestead, majority of the people speak Spanish. Now, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that, but I only speak English. So, and yeah, I lived down there. I lived down there for a couple years. So I was just like, I got to do what I got to do. But trust me, it was a lot of frustration because they couldn't communicate with me. Well, why do they need to communicate with me? Because that just makes sense. So my tips was a lot lower than what they are today. I used to get a lot of one stars because we couldn't communicate. So they would be trying to tell me something, and I don't speak the language. So one star, one star, one star, one star. And it's like it's not that I was a bad driver. It's not that I wasn't doing the same things that I'm doing today. It's just we couldn't communicate. So it was a bad market for me because I don't speak their language. They don't speak my language. We just didn't connect. And as I tell you, it's all about experiences. So what I used to do was I would drive 30 minutes away from my personal home market and I would go somewhere else. Now this is still in Miami, but I'm just showing you that even in a big city, there's different parts. There's different parts that you can go to that it may not be good for you, but it's about your market and your strategy. Do you like taking short trips? You want to do 30, 40 trips in a day? If that's your strategy, cool. You got 30, 40 people that could tip you. If 30, 40 people tip you $3, that's $120 that you just made. Is that a bad thing? I don't know. That's up to you. Like to do that many trips, but that may be your strategy. Get super short rides, knock them out, and keep it pushing. If you get you know, that's you can see how literally you can come up for whatever strategy you like, but it's about your preferences. You know what I'm saying? It's about how you like to drive. I like long trips. I like an hour-long trip. You give me an hour-long trip that's paying me 50, $60, I'm taking it. Love that. Because it's peaceful, it's calm, it's highway. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. And I love it though, but that's my strategy. So, just to kind of, I went on a tangent, so I'm sorry. I was just trying to give you context to the answer. So, but yeah, man, you got it. It's money. You can do it. You can do it. But yeah, so I say DC is busy all year round. It's just the rates are bad. I always heard about it was a problem. Didn't think it was like this. I can average 30 an hour, but I'm mostly doing $4, $6 trips. See? So so it sounds like your strategy, well, what would be the most beneficial for your strategy is to take those types of rides and do 20, 30 rides. You know, that's how you get to 300. That's what it sounds like. It seems like that's easy. Just saying, you do 20 rides at $6 a piece. Does that make sense? That's $180. And assuming that somebody tips out of that 180, you there. You at 200. I know that's a lot of rides for me because I personally like to do 2 or 3 rides a day. But if that's what works in your market, then that's what works. You really gonna know that because it's your driving style. It's the way that you drive. You get what I'm saying? Ryan Montgomery says, "What's up? Hey, what's up, Ryan? Welcome back, man. What's up? What's up?" Um, it does make sense. Oh, okay, all right, cool. Well, I'm glad it makes sense, man. I'm just over here rambling. Uh, yeah, man, I'm the same way. DC, Maryland, and Virginia got all Spanish spots too. Oh yeah, see, so I avoid the Spanish. Not because I'm racist or because I got something against them. It's just because I don't speak the language and we can't connect. So if I can't speak your language, there's no connection happening. You're not gonna tip me unless you're just a tipper. You get what I'm saying? The whole reason why I get 15, 20, $30 tips is because I'm communicating with people and we having great conversations. So it's putting me at a disadvantage by taking a ride where I can't speak the language. Again, I'm not saying that, oh, you look like you speak a different language. Let me get you out of my car. No, I'm just saying that so specifically in those areas, if anybody knows Miami, you know that Homestead is majority Spanish. So why would I, as a person that don't speak Spanish, work a majority Spanish area? That doesn't make sense. It wouldn't make sense to implement that in my strategy. Spoke Spanish, then that's a hot spot. You know what I'm saying? It's a really good area if you speak Spanish because you got a lot of older folks. And you have manners, whatever, you have a good conversation. Older folks will throw you a couple dollars and they like to give you cash. So, it's not that it's a bad area in overall. It's just a bad area for me. You get what I'm saying? But that's what I mean by I can't tell you your strategy because it's up to you. It's up to you to figure out what you like to do and where you like to drive. And I'm kind of using that as a general example. But this is what I mean. Can you still make 200, $300 a day? Yes. You can make $300 a day in Homestead if I spoke Spanish. But this is what I mean. You gotta learn your market. Learn your market. This is why I say that so many times. Um, what camera do you recommend for the dash cam? I done had some crazy interactions. I'm trying to figure that. So I have the Van the N2. Yeah, I have a link in my description. Yeah, it's a link, not in this video. In my normal videos, I think I put the link in there. I'll put the link in the description as well. But yeah, hit that link and think. I don't know if it gives you a discount or not, but yeah, I just so it's the N2. It's the N2. That's the dash cam that I use. But I definitely recommend a dash cam because the dash cam reminds people, hey, you're being recorded. Don't do no crazy foolishness in my car. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you're being recorded, and I will share this with the authorities. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because people do stuff. They do weird stuff. They just act like you're not there, and it's like, no, no, no. Hey, 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 hey. Do you know this is recording, right? Oh, oh, is Oh, okay. Yeah. Shut up. Or, like I said, I get those passengers that want to false complain and all of that stuff. Now, again, Uber doesn't tell you when you get a complaint, Uber doesn't tell you what passenger did it, what time. So the dash cam doesn't make sense for that. I'm gonna tell you, the dash cam is more so for your safety, in the sense of if you have somebody talk trash about you, you have the footage, and you can take it to the police. That's more so what the dash cam works for. Um, but yeah, but yeah, like I said, the dash cam I have is the N2, the Ventru N2. It's the popular one. If you can hit that link in the description, I forget how much it costs, but if you can support me, you know what I'm saying? It's an affiliate link. So if you can hit that link in the description, that's the camera that I have in terms of dash cam. But yeah, it just makes your ride safer because when they know that they're being recorded, they're not gonna do dumb stuff. Now again, we've all seen the stories and the videos of people that still do it. I'm not saying that it's gonna stop everybody, but some people it will. Because I have a lot when I work the nights. I have a lot of people that like to make out and do all types of crazy stuff back there, and it's like, nah, bro. Hey, listen, you're being recorded, right? I mean, that's a kink for some people, and it's like, bro, I will drive you to the police station. Chill out. You don't do that? Yes, chill out or get out. You know, that's my strategy. No, not everybody's willing to say stuff like that, but yeah, it's the into. You just put that in Amazon, or if you can hit that link in the description. It does support the channel, but it's an affiliate link. So yeah, you say right. I like the longer joints too. Yes, sir, bro. I love longer trips, man, because it's just one person generally. Those longer trips, bro, it's so peaceful. When you doing 20, 30 rides in a day, it's not you got a lot of stuff going on, bro. I'm just saying, you in different areas, you dealing with different people, different smells. Those smells is crazy, bro. People stink. People stink. Um, I'm gonna just say it. People stink. And I know, everybody thinks that Premiere and people stink. They stink. And they want to eat in your car. Listen, I'm good. One person is all I need, and then maybe trying to bring their kids. Nah, I'm good. One person is all I need. You give me one or two people, that's fine. Listen, let me make my money and I go home. That's how I look at it. Uh, so nah, I get what you're saying. I'm from the chocolate city. Oh yeah, yeah. That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. Um, Thank you for the advice. I'm gonna tell it to you like this: when your Uber driver name is, they be acting scared. I mean, so yeah, I mean, nobody wants to put you on game because everybody feels like we're in competition against each other, and this is something that I almost talked about last night. Um, because when it comes to Uber, we feel it's driver against driver because markets are saturated, especially if you live down here. You know, you could drive around and you'll see like five Uber drivers at every Uber at every light. And it's just like this concept of we're just really saturated. We're no, I don't want anybody else to work because it's gonna drive the rates down. It's what they say, and that's what everybody thinks. And which in reality, yeah, okay, okay. Whether you join Uber and you start doing Uber, I know the migrants are doing Uber. You know what I'm saying? I know there are a lot of people that have just come to this country and they start doing Uber. You know what I'm saying? So what good is it for me to stop you as another person from paying your bills when the other people they're doing Uber regardless. They're doing Uber, they're doing Instacart, they sign up for everything. You know what I'm saying? But it's us that just sign up for one platform. They sign up for everything. So, you know, nah, bro. I'm one of those people that believe that it's enough money for everybody. I'm just saying, it's enough money for everybody. You know, obviously, I'm trying to be careful with what I say because I don't want y'all to be like, "Yo, you know, nah, it ain't that serious." But it's enough money for everybody. We all can eat. What separates, and this is the whole point. What separates me as a driver from you? Yeah, obviously, I've been at this for 5 years. Obviously, yeah, I've done 10,000 rides. Oh my gosh, you know, this is your first couple rides. So, what would separate me from you on the streets? I have a strategy. I know the places to be. You don't. I'm going to cherry pick. You may not. What separates? So, can you still make a lot of money in season? Yes. Can I still make a lot of money in season? Yes. But I'm going to specific points. I'm not really just leaving my app on all day. I'm doing it, picking and choosing my times while you just out there working. That's it. You're not saturating the market for me because I don't work the same way that you would. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing the same types of rides that you're gonna do. We all have our individual preferences, you know. I'm gonna take rides that you would never take. On the flip side, you're gonna take rides that I would never take. So I just look at it like, what am I going? Why would I withhold the information? You know what I'm saying? I always try to tell people what's going on because I mean, me holding the information. Listen, you know, it's just like it's kind of pointless because you can find it on YouTube videos. You can find it on the Reddit groups, or you can find it by just experiencing it yourself. You know, the more and more you do this, the more and more you're gonna learn what to do and what not to do. So whether I tell you is irrelevant. You know, I just want to see you win faster. That's all. If that makes sense, you know, I just look at it like we all can eat. I if you see my gut, I like to eat. So why would I stop somebody else from eating as well? Now, let's make this money. Let's get this money. Cause you got, you know what I'm saying? You got a family to feed, just like I got a family to feed. I want to celebrate you for making the money. That's how I look at it. So yeah, bro, listen again, you know, you're gonna have to put in the time. Hey man, listen, I get it. I mean, but that's why I'm in the gym. But yeah, you know, listen, I get it. I get it. It means we like to eat. See, that's what I'm talking about. We like to eat. We like to eat. So why would I stop you as another brother? Why would I stop you from eating, man? Come on, man. That's crazy. Bro. You got a family, you got things. Bro. Listen, it ain't that serious, bro. It ain't that serious. And I've never really been like that, you know, because I've always looked at it as I'm not competing against you. I would never compete. We obviously in different markets, but like even if you worked in the same market, I'm not competing against you because it's not like it's my ride or your ride. There's it's the algorithm. The algorithm decides what we get. Uber decides what we get. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't know. I just don't understand that. But I was brought up under sharing is caring, right? Right. I mean, I'm not gonna say I always wanted to share. You know what I'm saying? Because listen, I love cookies. That's just my favorite thing. I love cookies. And you give me some cookies, I eat cookies over food. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just my thing. I love cookies. You know, so if I got a cookie, I'm really trying to share with you. But outside of that, listen, you want some chicken? I got some chicken. You know what I'm saying? Like you want a sandwich? Listen, it's meat over there. Do your thing. You draw the line with cookies. So listen, bro, you good, man. You good. But man, you got a good attitude. I appreciate you. I'm about to get back out there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, bro. I'm actually about to jump off myself. So listen, bro, I appreciate you joining in. Glad I can help. If you want, you can obviously join the Telegram group. Right now, we're focused on Florida, but we're still a community. You can jump in every now and then and say what's up. Um, but yeah, man, trying to build a community of rideshare drivers aren't trying to gatekeep. My goal is to one day be able to say, listen, we got different states, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's from different states. These are the areas where you go. This is the way to do it in those markets. Like, that's my goal. One day, hopefully. One day, hopefully. But as of right now, it's more so focused on Florida. But yeah, man, if you want to tap into the Telegram group, man, download the Telegram app and then just hit the link in the description and you good. You'll see the group. But yeah, man, we're a community. We're a community. But other than that, if you want to tune in tomorrow, I will be live streaming all day. And this goes for everybody. I'll be live streaming all day. As I said, I got that challenge tomorrow, so gotta make this happen. Gotta make this money. I gotta beat this red. Uh, so I don't really want to work that hard, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. Um, Definitely gotta do what you gotta do. But yeah, with that being said, man, as Monte said, I just thought about your name, bro. That's funny. Yeah, I feel it though. I know you go, but like I feel it. That was one of the main reasons why I was so happy I had a like white name Nicholas. Because you don't think about it. You don't think about like my name when you see it. Oh, Nicholas is coming. Oh, okay. Nicholas is okay. It's like I'm a respectable gentleman as opposed to I don't know, Pookie. You see Pookie pop up on your screen. It's like, nah, I'm just gonna get another driver. Pookie coming. Nah, I'm gonna get another driver. Man, listen, that's the struggle. I mean, listen, bro. I know it's your name. Only other thing I can say is maybe change your name. You could change it. I don't know what you would change it. I'm trying to think of like a good like Malcolm. Change it to Malcolm. I know that would be. But yeah, I would say change your name to Malcolm. You can go into the app and change your name to Malcolm. Um, Now when they see you, you just got to remember that you changed your name to Malcolm. But now when they see you, it's like, oh, Malcolm's coming to pick me up. Okay, yeah, yeah. He's done 5 rides. Oh, okay, yeah, no problem, no problem. as opposed to Monty. I mean, if you having that problem a little bit more, yeah, you can change your first name. So I changed my first name to Nick. I mean, obviously they have all of your tax information, but yeah, when it comes, because you know, I used to get tired of passengers having these crazy names when we pull up. You know how it goes. They'll have like S and Dad and Grandma and Bay, and it's like I'm not calling this name. I'm not saying that. I'm not calling no man Dad. That ain't my nah, bro. Listen, bro. I'm not doing that. And they always be trying to. What's the name? Yeah, you know, God doggone well what name you put in here. You ain't about to, nah, you ain't about to catch me up. I'm not calling no other man dad. I mean, I guess, yeah, mommy is kind of sort of okay because I'm around the Spanish culture, so they be the mommy and the poppy, that type of thing is kind of sort of okay, but it's just like, nah, bro. Like I understand that it's just more of like it's just like agreeing. But when you're just straight American and it's just like, I'm not calling you dad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Ain't nothing about that. Yeah. So so because I do this and I've been doing this for 5 years, I got tired of people putting crazy names. Now my name is just Nicholas. It ain't nothing crazy, but yeah, I went in the app and I changed my name to Nick. So I don't know, maybe that might be an option. You can change your name. You can absolutely change your name. It may be an option for you. So instead of Monte, Malcolm, I don't know. Can't even think of any other M's. See, that's what happens when I'm on the live stream. Like it's like my mind just goes blank. Like, what's another good M name? I don't know. But yeah. So TR says 2 more hours. Yes, sir. Um. Oh, hey, Miss Red. Gig Wars official is in the house. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Gig Wars official is in the house. Gig Wars official is in the house. So, Red, I mean, I know it took me a while to get to your message. I'm guessing you're ready to get beat down tomorrow. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that you're sick. Yeah, we need you to be better tomorrow because, yeah, um, you know, I need you to have full strength so when I beat you, we don't have any excuses. uh, okay. Okay. You said the streams are created, the words created. Okay. Oh, in the app. Um, okay. Um, okay. I'll check it out. So yeah, I gotta start checking out Discord. I gotta start checking out Discord. I'm gonna just turn on my notifications. So what happened was I used to use Discord. I mean, back in the day, everybody used to just have a Discord, and it would just be like spam and stuff, you know. And so I think I turned my notifications off for Discord. So I probably should fix that. So I'll make it work. But yeah, I'll check it out. But that's good. That's good. Yay! This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. Yeah, but I will definitely check out your message. Um, yeah, this is gonna be fun. My bad. So Right now, yeah, I'm just chilling. Okay. Um, okay, my bad. Yeah, so this guy's parking behind me. And yeah. So I was just kind of like just parked. I've been here for a while. So I guess this means that I need to get up. Get up and get out. Man, I'm just chilling. I'm just chilling today. I don't have to work hard until tomorrow. Tomorrow I will work hard. Today I am just chilling. Well, I was just kind of talking, rambling. I was doing a little bit of trading, but I done lost. Yeah, I done lost. The struggle is real. I done lost my trade, so the struggle is real. Damn, the market just went down like that. Oh man. Yeah, I lost my trade, so I missed out. But yeah, I'm gonna get to work. I'm gonna definitely get to work. Get to work here soon. So I'll start working probably like 11. Um, and yeah, I'll probably go. I don't know if I really want to work the middle of the day. Middle of the day is always hot. And it's like boring. I'll probably like get a couple rides in, go eat, and then I'll probably work the evening shift. The evening shift will most likely be my shift today. So I'll start working like after maybe like 4 ish. But no, I really just got on really just got on and started talking. Dang, bro. That sucks. Yeah, this sucks. I'm not gonna lie. So I just lost money. Talking to you guys, I lost a trade. I didn't set what was called a stop loss. So the stop loss would have prevented me from losing money. Well, excuse me. It's just a filter. So like once the price hits the filter, then it closes out the trade. Um, oh boy, me not paying attention to the market. But okay, I am tired. I am tired. I'm gonna go get me something to eat, and I guess I'll start working so I could try to make my little $200 today. Cause it's Thursday. Yeah, yeah, it's Thursday, right? Yeah, it's Thursday, so I don't need to work hard today. I will work hard tomorrow. I will work hard tomorrow. But since it's Thursday, I'm just chilling, chilling, out maxing, relaxing, all cool. And I was shooting some beat ball outside of school. Then a couple of guys, never mind. But all right, so yeah, man, I appreciate everybody for joining in. Uh, Miss Red, I will talk to you on Discord. But yeah, I appreciate everybody. I love you guys. If you need anything, please leave a comment down below or on any one of my videos or anything like that. Obviously, you can join the community, the Telegram group. The free Telegram group is in the description. You can join the community. We are trying to create a community here. My community, just other drivers driving in the same market, drive other drivers trying to make things happen. So if you're not a part of the community, you should join it. Just hit the link in the description. All the links are in the description. Um, I think earlier I was asked about the dash cam. So if you're looking for a dash cam, if you don't have a dash cam, I use the Van True N2. I think that's what it's called. I'm looking at it, but um, Yeah, I gotta look at the box. I think it's the N2. Um, but I know it's the N2. I just can't. My mind isn't processing what's the name. Yeah, I think it's the Van True N2. But yeah, the link will be. All of the links will be in the description. But yeah, with that being said, man, I am out of here. Uh, this has been a long stream, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope everything. I hope all is well. Like, yeah, yeah, Red. No problem. No problem at all. Listen, I know you gonna come. I know you coming. I know it's not gonna be easy, so that's fine. That's fine. And yes, I have thick skin. If you watched the stream last night, me and Vinny got into it, and we're still, we're still friends. I still respect him. So listen, he's still one of my mentors. Whether he believes that or not, he's still my mentor. Still follow what he says a lot. So uh yeah, but we got really heated last night. So if you haven't watched last night's Rideshare Garage, it got a little tense towards the end. It got a little tense. But it's okay. Life happens. Life happens. But yeah, like I said, I am out of here. If you need anything, let me know. All right, deuces.